Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been too long. We got Pokemon. I do not remember anything. Got a Braixen. Okay, I'm starting to remember things. I'm Allie. We have Pokemon. We have 7 badges. The next thing we need to do is the Cave of Origin. See? I can access memories. We were going to adjust our team before going back into the Cave of Origin. Were we? Maybe not. I really like all of these Pokemon. We should maybe appraise our moves. No game audio? Why not? Why not? That's actually really strange. Grant, do you know? Okay, well, let me fix that. That is really weird, though. Many apologies. How do I sound? Because I was messing with my own audio as well. I wasn't messing with the... Oh, this is why. Where's audio input? Oh, no. I figured it out. I figured it out. There it is. Sorry, I was messing with OBS, and I cannot, for the life of me, explain to everyone why that happened. I remembered it was a different part of my overlay underneath everything was hidden. And I remember thinking to myself, wait, didn't it cause problems when I hid this before? I probably don't have to worry about that. No, it turns out that mutes the game when I do that. Literally, I say this like every week. I need to go back over OBS and pretty much just remake everything so that it's not a tangled web of duct tape. Oh, I remember. We were trying to evolve you. That's why you've got focus energy. You need 3 crits. We never use collect. We can honestly get rid of collect. Nightshade is very good for catching things. I like Curse on ghost types. I like Shadow Ball on ghost types. Then again, she does have Hex. Overheat. Now we're talking. Or Random Stuff Go. Actually, Random Stuff Go is special. May inflict random statuses. This is better for us because it's also a weird type. I have never seen this inflict a status effect, but also it has destroyed me multiple times, so... Speaking of collect... I should collect that item off of her. Love the music here. Are you winning? I think so. And I think I've almost remembered everything that I normally do for stream at this point. How you doing, Kozak? Let me see. It's been too long, I don't remember the way to Utopolis. Full of soup, teeth brushed. That sounds wonderful. I have mixed feelings about Breakson's cry. Very silly, but it sounds so much like Drop the Bass. Drawing today. Yeah? How did that go? That's really cool. Pretty good. That's really cool. I keep trying to get into the habit of doing like self-improvement activities daily. To mixed results. But if it's something you like to do, I really hope you're able to like keep on it. You finish your room, such things will be easier. Yeah. I've got a bad habit of like nesting and hoarding everything around me. Even though it'd be nicer to just, you know, have nice separate spaces where I can actually focus on stuff. You like being part of my horde? I do not hoard girlfriends. The rumors are not true. Hey Banana, how are you doing? Sorry, I didn't have you use focus energy because I did not think you could survive. In a ring with Seadra for 3 rounds or more. You're very protective. You do feel like a treasure around me. You know what? That's fair, to be honest. Maybe I want to hoard you just a little bit. Oh! We don't have any items! This is probably something that I was trying to keep in mind. Ah, shoot. Remembering it's like a admin fight waiting for us in there. I'm gonna actually do the semi-responsible thing. And take us to the store, even though, unfortunately, that means wasting a bit of time. I want false swipes so that I can cheese the evolve conditions. Try to dig through the equipment room like a scavenger rat. Be safe, I love you. Cassidy! Cassidy, I love you. Also, oh my gosh. Banana, thank you also. Also, Senzu resubscribed, thank you both. And Cassidy, oh my gosh. Sorry, I promise I'm paying attention. Ow, why? I acknowledged you. Eventually. You just call me if. See you after work, I love you. I want to buy TMs. It's crazy enough to think we'd still be here in 12 months. Wild. It is wild. Hey, Bunny. Thank you so much. Like, wow, thank you. How are you doing? It's been a second 12 months. Well, it's been a 12 months since you got here. We're like starting our 3rd year, I think. Very soon, I should say. I remember because my second stream ever was a Valentine's Day stream with me and Senzu. Bricked your radio on your drone, and then unbricked it after an hour of panicking and trying everything and worrying about having bricked your 400th controller. I'm glad you figured it out. I'm sorry, it took an hour of panicking to do it. I just remembered getting, like, bizarrely excited. When one of the controllers for, or one of the Bluetooth boards for my slime trackers that I thought was DOA actually just magically revived itself. That's like, ow. Oh. The bootloader install fail. So you literally wouldn't even, you couldn't even load the bootloader, and the computer wouldn't even recognize it was panicked. Did you make that louder? Not on purpose. It's very loud. Got you because you're bored. Well, that's what I'm here for. Also, hi, Izu. How are you doing? Here, let me just reduce that. Yeah, it's pretty loud. To be honest, I just saw that. That was pretty loud. I gotta find it in Warudo, because that's what's playing the sound. The volume is already set to 0.1. Okay, how about 0.075? Lightning is louder. It's not unpleasant, though. You kind of like it being more hearable for your audio-only ass. You're on another tab, and it scared you so much you talked. What if all of Warudo is super loud? Well, I remember fiddling with this last week, and everyone was like, oh yeah, well, the thunder's louder, but you know what? It's not unpleasant. But that was like Dorothy saying that. It is honestly a little loud. But everyone was saying they couldn't hear it before. Someone shot outside. Well, yeah, people were like, hey, hydrate double played? It shouldn't have. Sip it up. I'm sipping. I'm sipping as best I can. Alright, I think it do though? What do you mean it do though? Oh. I'm gonna pause the recording and fix this. Okay. Video is back. Audio should be better. And we do not have false swipe. Just, I saw it somewhere, I'm sure. Working on getting 100% speedrun achievement in Hollow Knight. Wow. Only have 9 more hours to get 1 more percent. You'll never get this done. Ah, I'm sure you can do that. That sounds very achievable. And if not this time, it sounds like you're really close for next time. Ellie, did you get distracted and you were just about to run right back there, forgetting you were going to buy medicine? Well, yes, I did. Already got the one for the story in 5 hours. Are we far in the game? I think we're getting close to the climax over here. I believe we're about to fight, like, the villains of the game. And then we just have to complete our aspirational Pokemon journey. Which is to beat the last gym leader and then the Elite Four. So looking at it like that, we've got probably like 6 major bosses if you count the Elite Four individually. If you count them as one, then it's only 3. It'll be time to start Steel Soul. And good luck. We can have 13 hyper potions, and I want 13 hyper potions. You could technically sell a lot. We got 3 nuggets. Gold banana can probably be sold for a high price. No? A whole banana of gold? Just doesn't tickle his fancy. Banana isn't cold, she's a rat. Well... He's a treasure to me. 10 out of 10 rat would hoard. A cheese? Why is that? Well, we got one critical hit. You watched a movie that came out in the last 20 years? Good job. I only watch movies that people show me. But you get to see. Sinners. I get to see those every day. So suspicious. I was trying to think of the last movie I watched, and I think it's actually Ernest and Celestine. Ernest and Celestine 2. It's not just called 2, it's what is this? Scream Tale? Sorry. It's my first time seeing this thing. Look, I know I've seen this before. But the Paradox Pokemon are not on my mind at all. So rude. It's not my fault. Last movie you watched fully was a documentary about Sloth Bear. It sounds really nice, honestly. I like stuff like that. What's a Paradox Pokemon? So they are Pokemon from an alternate past or future. They were a thing in Scarlet and Violet. No one knows. Oh, the bear you are is a sloth bear. I actually haven't heard of that specifically before, to be honest. Brandion. Jeez. It's not a very popular bear. Hey, that's okay. You can be popular around here. I have to go back to the office tomorrow. That's really sad. What if you just didn't? I would show him. We got it. I forgot to check its typing, but whatever this thing is, it's ours now. We thought to at some point and just didn't. There has been only one reported sighting of this Pokemon. It resembles a mysterious creature depicted in an old expedition journal. Look at it. When they're little, they lose front teeth. Yo, me too. Okay, so two of our Pokemon are seriously injured. This is fine, though. Oh, like they lose 2 teeth and then don't get them back. Gotcha. Yeah, that didn't happen to me. I got them back after. This is Iron Hands. So all of them we'd seen up to now were like primal Paradox Pokemon. This is one from a supposed future. I have seen this thing before. Are there any vegetables that are actually tastier cooked than raw? All of them? Except for tomato. And mushrooms, which are a culinary vegetable. Like me. Depends on what we consider vegetables. Spinach and pumpkin. I don't mind cooking my spinach a little bit. Pumpkin, also a culinary vegetable. I like my pumpkin cooked. When I say pumpkin, I'm talking about butternut squash mostly. You think cooked vegetables are tastier? Yes. Carrots. Sweet potato. Potatoes in general. I do not like a raw potato. Is that because you put a bunch of unhealthy stuff on them? If the unhealthy stuff is oil and salt, then yes. Are potatoes vegetables? Culinarily, yes, I think so. They're more of a starch. What is this guy? A future VGC electric type. Everything in my body wants to call it steel and use fire on it. Spinach is better raw. Carrots are better raw. Incorrect, but go off. Zucchini is also better cooked. Cabbage as well. I agree. Cabbage is way better raw. You can get so much Maillard reaction on a carrot. Why was that super effective? It would be so perfect to catch if it wasn't about to die to burn. It tastes like fart and skull. I've never seen such a description before. You've had raw zucchini? You know what? I haven't had raw. I might have had cooked zucchini. Not a huge fan of it cooked. You know what? That's fair. I've only had aubergine cooked. Broccoli also better cooked, so that's true. Okay, look. Here, I've got bias. I don't like extremely hard foods, which a lot of vegetables are before you cook them. Extremely, might be a bit of an exaggeration. Beet? I do like a nice cooked beet. A million times better raw. Broccolini isn't as bad raw as broccoli is. That's right, this Dragonite is about to sweep me with extreme speed. It's the prioritiest of priority moves. And it's not even normal type. They're taking advantage of fake types over here. You're thinking of red cabbage? You know what? I have had raw red cabbage. I was thinking of, like, a green cabbage. I do like a raw red cabbage on, like, a burger or something. Sorry, I got really confused by what I was seeing here. Surprise! I was Zoroark all along. Rock and water. Wallflower is a million times better raw. I literally can't tell if you're doing a bit or not. No bit. Oh yeah, that's true. You're always serious. For Moon Prism Power makeuping. Oh, I know what's different. I've been so confused by my overlay this whole time. I forgot the circles. Okay, we need to heal her up. Excuse me, we need to heal him up. These are better cooked? Yeah. They're gonna send out Dragonite, and it's just going to destroy me, isn't it? With extreme speed. Pidgeot. It is a normal flying type. Magic is super effective on that, I'm pretty sure. Like Pizamore Raw, do you just have inverted mouths to each other when it comes to vegetables? Yeah. Young peas out of the garden are a wonderful snack. Green beans, maybe. I've had a raw green bean before. What type of games do you play? Minecraft and Souls? Like, what are those opposite to you? This Dragonite is just gonna kill me. Fortnite and Overwatch would be even more opposite. That's true. Oh hey, extreme speed didn't actually, like, kill me that bad. The Moon Prism makeup is doing it for us. Moon Prism makeup and also item spam. It's Jolteon! Senzu! I'm gonna glomp it just for you. What's up, physics and sandbox games? Nice cat. Justice will prove the winner. You will prove the winner is me. Gonna glump your cat. Your favorite's Vintage Story? Oh yeah, you were talking about your summer car. I mean, my summer car. Oh, it's not very effective. I think we were talking about Vintage Story before too, maybe. I've been starting to play that again a little bit. Because one of my friends wanted to get into it. No! This was supposed to be my climactic story arc where I finally beat you! You've ruined my character development, my arc! I even used the new moves! You've betrayed your principles. No! I'm the leader's son! I'm supposed to win! You're not gonna get away from this! I'm going to tell my father to beat you to a pulp. Well, he makes me feel a little bad for taking him seriously. First time you showed up here is you arrived with Raid from a channel that was playing Vintage Story, so we talked. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm kind of... I've heard a lot of people are like this with those games, and I'm definitely one of them. Who picks them up every so often and plays it a bunch, and then puts it away, and then a while later picks it up again. I think it's because my favorite part is, like, more the initial building things up than the late game stuff. Is there a way for a streamer to see their founders? I think there is. Because I think, no, I was going to say I thought there was a way to revoke a founder's badge, but I think the only way to do that is to ban somebody. And then if you ban somebody, it removes their founder's badge. I think. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. There should be a way. To play Vintage Story with friends, but it has more desire to build then. Yeah. I kind of like those games with friends and on my own for different reasons. I definitely enjoy them more with friends, especially more recently, now that I've got friends. You can unless they removed it. If you remove one, it bumps the 16th person that subbed to you into Founders, though. That happened to you in someone's stream? They removed your founder's badge? Oh, getting bumped up, not getting removed. Okay, I was concerned. You know what? Someone I know was talking about somebody doing this. She was like, oh yeah. I was complaining about not getting a founder's badge, barely, and they were like, oh, well, this person doesn't show up anymore. I should try to finish the available story in Vintage Story. It's still in development, but you can explore what is there right now. I have kind of picked it back up. I've been enjoying it. I'll be honest, the last time I was playing it, I didn't get to any story, but I was still having a good time. Basically, I was just playing house with my partners. It shows you who will get one if you remove someone. You were number 16 or whatever, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, oh, am I a founder now? Gotcha. We'll be adding fishing to the game soon. Oh, that's interesting. Do you really like fishing mini games in games? You can also get bumped into founder if someone gets partner. It increases your founder allotment to 25. That's interesting. That's really... I mean, I guess that makes sense. Iona, hello, how are you doing? Not in all, but in Vintage Story, fishing matches well. Yeah, that's very true. It makes sense for a nice, chill, like, survival building game experience. Can't remember how to do it. Oh. can wait for the coal to be ready and fish during that. I was like trying to show my friend the game and half remembered what I was supposed to do, and I just lit. I made a coal pit. And I was like, yeah, I remember what to do. You just light the wood now. And I just set the wood on fire and closed it up, and we went to sleep. And I was like, something seems wrong. I open it up, and it's just an inferno in there. Oh, no. That's not how you do it. This is hot on the heels of Sybil was doing a vintage story stream and was telling us that he had just burned away all the wood by accident. So I had that in my mind, and I was like, well, be careful, because someone else just wasted all our wood by accident. You don't want to do that. And then didn't read how I was supposed to do it and just... Yeah, I really like Vintage Story. I like it for like the little survival roleplay aspects a lot. We have an Iron Thorns now, by the way. It has some similarities to a Pokemon introduced in a dubious magazine as a Tyranitar from 1 billion years into the future. I remember when I was playing with my partners... Sorry. I remember when I was playing with my partners before. I was just like, you know, building up a greenhouse and farming. And I was like, oh, we need the wood, or we need food for the winter. We were so excited that we had reached high level technology. It's under revenue. That's good to know. I might want to look in there. I like the exploration a lot. I like the exploration too. Running around looking for resources and such. It's a lot of fun. Alright, I need to take a real quick break so that ads don't interrupt whatever is about to happen here. But we'll be right back. See you very soon. Welcome back, everyone. We are more particularly... Aiza, welcome back. Hello. We are more particularly interested in its final form, its stellar form. Not only does it draw on the energy of all the types, its image is also described as the world as the ancients saw it. This is our pure world. Whoa, Aiza. Hello, Grunt. Open your eyes. This is the age of type slop. Welcome back, Bunny. Welcome back, Fractal. You're an ancient. Do you want to know how you... do I want to know how you see the world? Yeah. That didn't do very much. You're brushing your kitty? Aw. Welcome back, Kozai. Hmm. I'm not sure what part of poison or ground makes magic not very effective. Oh, it was the fire part that wasn't very effective, obviously. You'll take her fur to the fur jar. Are you going to needle felt a little replica? Like that couple on YouTube? They're making a fur sombrero. When we collect a lot of fur, we're gonna spin in fur yarn? Hell yes. You think you've survived Storm Fern? Oh yeah, how is everyone doing? I hope you're all warm over in the US. If I could give you our warm, I would. It has been like 40 degrees Celsius for like 3 days. Today's the first day where it's actually under 40. Rude. I should have switched out of Finn like a long time ago. I don't think this is a great situation for Sinzu to try to get 3 crits out, but it is a burned physical attacker. Right. Hay floats, right? No. Burning body instead. Sometimes when you don't have fur jar, turn into little beans, fur beans. Only 2 more days this week, slightly below freezing. Then it's back to autumn-like weather. I was about to say good, but I'm glad that it's getting more comfortable. You survived Storm Fern too? Turns out the pit is a great place to take cover. The pit is not a reward / safe haven. Well... you need to be more mindful about what goes on and what goes into the pit. A pit is kind of like a jar in its own way. A jar made out of the ground. So in your own way, you've also been collecting furs and putting them in a pit, or putting them in a jar. When is a good time to brush keys for fur yarn? Really cute. Don't fall for the funny jokes. Remember where we started. I'll soften you up for Destiny. Destiny will surely notice me once I defeat you. For sure. What? Magic really isn't very effective on poison types? I was like, oh yeah, this will just take out Venusaur immediately. You just switched jars, you already filled one up. What do you use the yarn for? We will see. Maybe you will make plushie cats? It's really cute. Toy shield? That's not very pure of you. Failed. Should have known this Wigglytuff was a pacifist. And Circo wants to learn Brave Bird. Oh, altitude charge that also hurts the user. But it's so you. Jars changed. Now more space for fur. My last chance for Destiny to notice me. I didn't notice what the other one said. Do we have to leave? I really don't wanna. I don't want to walk all the way out of here again. Look what the mousehole dragged in. I bet you find messing with us fun. Maybe I should have some fun too. Putting in your place. 6 feet under. Mousehold? That's a pretty new Pokemon, you know. Also very appropriate, but you could have known that. Defiance will result in obliteration. Surrender now. My household. She doesn't know who she's saying that to. Resistance will result in obliteration. Hi, Isa. Also have a whisker bottle, but that's just a collection. It's fair. Oh no. Hopefully whatever gets sent out is not going to be able to one-shot us. Oh no! You tiny jars for teeth. Gotcha, gotcha. That's very unfortunate. Flamethrower. We'll try this guy. We'll out attrition their Clefable. Does nothing to me. Okay, maybe we're not doing a very good job of out-attritioning them. I can't just keep using that. What if we get extremely lucky? Okay, fair enough. You know, I just noticed the level difference. Honestly, that wasn't too bad. He doesn't like you. I'm sorry. Terrible. No! Incredible! He pulled through for us. He likes you more than he used to? That's good then. You're growing on him. I do not have anything that is good against bug. Well, I should say not anything left. We are healing up, Presto, sorry to say. And let you pick him up. See, that's progress. So hopefully we can just get in here and wipe it out, and that'll be it. Hey, it worked! I wasn't scared at all. That's right, you can't touch him though. Just to hide under the bed when he saw you all. That seems harsh. Hello, Dugong. You are an ice type? You are a water ice type. I thought ice resisted grass for some reason, because, you know, that would make sense. Yeah, that probably helps a lot, just like a slow introduction kind of thing. I wish Dugong was better. Just in general. You brat, I'm your destiny? No. I don't know you that well. He was sniffing you and hitting you with his tiny baby paw. Oh. That's about what I expected, to be honest. We have a revive. We're not going to lose here. You're so brave, Senzu. Get her. Never mind. I mean it. We're not going to lose here. I can even play with stick. That responds to stick. He was literally took the stick away from you and played by himself. This is really lame, but I'm just going to revive Presto and get in for another hit.
Yo.
I might still lose if it doesn't actually kill. Aw, thank you, Iona. We survive. I need more faith in my furries. We're so tanky. Hold on. I mean, I kind of want to heal up Zoroark and just keep him in. He's earned it. Okay, now we've been burned, but still. Give it a Night Slash. Well, for some reason I thought we were going first. Good work regardless. He guaranteed our victory. Why? Why can't I beat a mere child? I don't know. I seriously do not have the patience for this, Brad. Follow us at your own peril. You won't get past Constance. Fries and leaves. He's a silly cat. Chuckles with both pulse and snores in his sleep. It's really sweet. That's how far the escape rope takes you back. I thought it would take me... I was gonna say to the cave entrance, but that would have put me in the water. I'm not sure how they would have done that. Sleeps on her always and screams when she returns home. Very cute. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, but it got too close to break. Sinzu, Hubband. He's a Big Bird affiliate now. It happened at the end of his last stream. I'm very excited. I'm very proud. He got really into making a bunch of redeems. I was sitting on my hands trying to not take over and do a bunch of stuff for him and let him just learn and do what he wanted. He didn't do a good job of what? Not taking over. I thought I did pretty okay. He's typing for so long. Multiple times you're told to sit down and shut up and let her explain what she wants me to do works. No, that's no. Okay. That's not taking over. That's teaching you. Because you understood immediately that it worked, but I wanted you to know why, so that you were, you know, empowered. I was empowering you. I'm going to give him an additional shout out because we were talking about a stream. This guy. You're good? Bad. It was honestly really exciting seeing you get into like StreamerBot and stuff. So there is like nowhere to cash a foreign check in our city. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, what happened was there was some kind of settlement, people might have heard about this, with Amazon and the FTC, where they had to pay out some compensation to people who had been taken in by, what is it, like misleading practices to get a Prime account or Prime subscription. Some chocolate. Damn. And then did not use free Prime benefits a month during that period. So that was Senzu, which, you know, to be honest, he mostly got Prime so that he could watch Prime Video, and also he got a little bit back from using the Prime sub on me, so it wasn't a bad deal for us, really, but, you know, we weren't the people who were being taken advantage of, I suppose. Anyway, as part of that, they sent us a check. An American check in Australia for 51 American dollars. We can't figure out what to do with it. No one will cash this check. Our bank? No. Currency exchanges? No. He's like looking up right now. And there is no one. The website says something like, oh yeah, if you're having trouble cashing the check, we'll send it to you via PayPal. Cannot find it anywhere. It's almost like they don't want us to have 51 American dollars. This is a future rock kaiju. What if I just leave? Thank goodness. Constance. Beyond here, we will find Terapagos in its chamber. We will awaken, analyze it, and prove once and for all that there are 18 pure types. Wasn't it 17 before? What's the 18th one, Fairy? Frame it. Frame the check. But we want to spend the money. Eat some chicken hearts and eggs today. Very nice. We'll bring a new pure order. Oh, sorry. We'll bring a new pure order of the world with its pure power. Pure purity. I think his stance is degrading a little bit. Oh, ominous. Decided to follow us after all. Constance will show you a thing or two about what it means to battle. My woke rival. My father will teach you what purity really is. I forgot that he called us his woke and based rival earlier. You are so wonderful. So beautiful. So pure. No, turn around. Pick up the ball. Call them 3 times a day. Amazon. Well, they're not really being very helpful. But you taint this place with your disgusting new types. Even Terapagos can't stand to show us its purity with you around. With your impure Pokemon. I hear it now. I see everything. It is Terapagos' wish for me to purify this place. Defeating you is not enough. You will be served judgment by me in my pure power. Even he doesn't have 6 Pokemon. Here's the check online. Terapagos, hear me. I will be your victor. No, you won't. I'm going to try Moon Makeup. I just had my stats lowered. I'm going to go for it anyway. As a piece of art. We're certainly not the only people in this scenario. Okay. That's survivable. If I wasn't using a 2-turn move. Which I forgot that this actually takes your 2nd turn. Now we die? Now we die. Okay, that was a massive mistake. Mystery box auction with friends. We've got a killer deal for you. Here's a piece of paper that is in theory worth 50 American dollars. We'll trade it to you for a mere 70 Australian dollars. You know what? I'm gonna use the tools available to me and see what the heck Raging Bull is. Is this a normal move? I mean, obviously it's a normal move. Is it a regular move? Breaks barriers. User's form determines type. Gotcha. I forgot Sus was super effective on normal. Hi, Russ. How are you doing? Amazon is waving a $50 check in front of Senzu.
Yo.
They sent us an American check for $51 into Australia. And we cannot figure out how to actually get it. Snowed in, working from home the last couple days, so not so bad. That's pretty nice. I hope you're, like, warm and comfortable and safe. I was worried Psychic would be super effective on Sus. Well, no, because that's a reverse type, so it's not very effective normally. Let's see. Oh wait, you're still a Dark type, aren't you? Right, so Dark is normally immune to Psychic. Speaking of, we got one of those. Ice Punch? You're supposed to use Psychic. Here. Easy. Check the records. Is Zoroark Dark type? Of course not. It's a sus furry anime type. Easier. That's furry OO type. Friends asked you to rate yourself. You said 3 out of 10. They hard disagreed. Of course they would. Most people would disagree with that. Sheepishly uses a revive to save myself from horrible mistakes. At least an 11 out of 10, maybe a 5 out of 7. I'm not good at rating things, but I think you're pretty cute. And when I say cute, I mean, like, attractive. I'm not being weird, I promise. 6 out of 7? Press. Five out of 7 is a perfect core. I don't know what you mean by the 6 out of 7 stuff. You're doing us a grand service, Finnegan. Well, I was hoping she'd survive a little bit more. Still super effective. But we survive. Because we're a tank. And our move doesn't do anything. Because they're already burned. But you know what? Still worth it. Pokemon looks like your father, the Aerodactyl. I never considered it like this, but look, I don't know your dad, but I can see a face in this now. What type is Crunch? I'm gonna cheat and look that up. It is dark. What if this is Senzu's time, you know? Nope. Okadad used disapproving stare. It's super effective. Give it like a really good flower trick. I see. That thing's faster than us. We got one shot. I don't think anyone here is built to take this thing out effectively. Best shot is probably Presto. Which I guess we didn't Mega Evolve. I'm gonna try a revive on Presto and Mega Evolve if we can. We might not be able to if we did it earlier. Because I'm thinking we Mega Evolved immediately and then died immediately, and this is where we're at. That was probably a little bit of a waste. Or a lot of bit of a waste. Yeah. We already used our one Mega Evolve. We're searching for a monkey now. I hope you find one. It was going at least okay until we got to the Aerodactyl. Thought your father looks like a monkey and then remembered how you once found a monkey that looks so much. Gotcha. No, let me out. Honestly, a lot of stuff we've been seeing. Maybe a water type is what we need. Don't tell Cincy what I'm doing. Thinking about it. Water type located. Other water type located. I don't know if we're going to use agility. But I think we've looked over this before and just didn't find anything to replace it with. Initially, I was going to level it up a couple of times. That's what I went in there for. Just a hair to catch it up with our other Pokemon. Hydro Pump? Nah. That's what they called you in college. That's what you ran into on Shining Pearl. Cynthia's Garchomp or whatever was super fast and one-shotted all your Pokemon. It was either retool the whole team or quit, and you went with the latter. Fair enough. No. I'm considering if when I, remember when I said, oh, I'm too good at this game, let me change battle mode to set? It might, be in my best interest to undo that choice. Which would mean it would tell me they're about to send out Aerodactyl, and I could respond by switching out my counter for it. On the Elon Monkey, male Barbary macaque. If you were a monkey, what monkey? I find the idea that I would have to be a monkey, I guess uncomfortable or unfortunate is the best way to say it. So I'm not really sure. Not in a way that I'm, like, upset by what you said, but... I've never considered this. And I don't find it appealing. Aww. Perhaps. Eventually. Yo! Look at it! Maybe orangutan? It's on my nerd glasses. Are we sure that's a monkey, technically speaking? It's not a monkey technically, but who cares? You're already typing it out. TFs you into a monkey, force monkey me? No, stop it. I'm so alienated. What am I gonna do? You were first. You were on it. You know what? Lemur. If I must be a primate, it would be a lemur or similar. Like an idiot. Just your default. It's a future sharp gender type. It touches you. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of when I played a card in the last game I played, where if it deals combat damage, you lose half your life total. What monkey would banana be? Whatever kind I want. That's really unfortunate. Here, we'll switch off to something less, sensitive to that. What are the tiny ones that live on islands? I was trying to think of those too. Are sugar gliders a monkey or are those a bird? I don't even know. I think they're a kind of primate, right? You'd be a gibbon. You don't know much about mammals? Yeah, try asking Banana what kind of bug she'd be. Those are apes, though. Apes count. Orangutan has already been said. I think we're in primate general territory. Pygmy monkeys are very tiny and sweet, I assume. You'd all be baboons once you're done with us. What does that mean? Oh no. They're a rodent? Awesome. Like chinchilla and opossum. Banana will explain what that means. But wait. I've got one idea, but we've been so subtle. Oh! Thank you, Isa. Isa explained what it meant. They're so good to me.
Yosh. Yosh.
He's getting the ball. I forgot that we didn't actually just send out Kingdra. Please, you have red health and a status effect. It's actually going to die to its burn before we can catch it. Alright, go. Bear girl. The sharp ginger acquired. It has some similarities to a mad scientist's invention covered in a paranormal magazine. What kind of mouse am I? Oh, I'm kind of a facsimile of mouse made out of slime, to be completely honest with you. So taxonomy doesn't really cover that. But if I was actually a mouse, it would just be like a common house mouse. She's a cute mouse. What do you think of mammoth mouse? I don't think I've seen a mammoth mouse, to be honest. You know what? It's literally about time for ad anyway. We have fought one Pokemon, so I'm gonna escape rope back. Just because I've got the opportunity to run back here real quick while ads are going. I should Google them. Very interesting. I might have a look real quick while ads are going. I'll be right back. You all in just a few minutes. I am trying to find the freaking escape rope. Very soon. Welcome back. I didn't actually go to the Pokemon Center. No, I got caught up talking with Senzu. I didn't head back at all. Arrow, hi! Welcome back, Isa. I did also look up Mammoth Mouse, and I saw the Woolly Mouse, which I think is what we were talking about. It's a mouse with, like, genetically engineered with, like, mammoth traits. You say that every day. Hi, Senzu! It's pretty cool. Welcome back, Fractal. Oh! Seawater gets up your nose, doesn't it feel terrible? I couldn't even swim last year, but now I'm a decent swimmer. I think I'm capable of anything now. I still haven't tried going back in the water in the past, like, 5 years. Knees itchy? Can you imagine that? Yeah, I think so. These are both crabs, which means they're both weak to fire, which means this should just get the job done, to be honest. Incredible. And we'll get warmer outside. Hopefully at a reasonable rate. If I could give you some of our warm, I would. Zoroark does not need Nasty Plot. Go search for trash in the lake. That's pretty nice. You get to find neat stuff and you get to clean up a lake at the same time. Hello. I like that it kind of waves at us when we encounter it. So boring. I hope you find something to do. Did you visit the dentist for the vibes? Probably not. I don't know how the dentist feels about vibe sitters. Whoa! I have seen this before, and I think the sprite actually looks a lot cooler than the real one. Why not? Just a vibe I get, I suppose. Gonna check your teeth once in a while. Oh, well, if you're having a visit, I thought you were talking about just, like, going into the waiting room and hanging out. We want Roaring Moon. Is it worth it? It was definitely worth throwing a ball. Is it worth anything else? Is it worth wiping out our team again? Make the smell in the chair? That's reasonable. I appreciate a nice dentist. I also appreciate that this thing just keeps using flamethrower on my candelabra. Candelabra? Chandra Chandelier, that's what I tried to say. Right. Yeah, I thought you were just going to, like, hang out. Because you said just for vibes. No spells to cast, so you go fish instead. I was kind of inspired after last time with the old redeems to try to get them to work here again. For the stretch. Because Warudo's built-in redeems work, I did finally figure out how to set up a WebSocket and StreamerBot. So now I can do more things with Warudo, even though also I was thinking about trying to get Warudo. Rather, get off of Warudo. It can take a random stuff go, right? Immediately snaps out of its confusion, wipes us out. Yeah, that's really sad. I was really comfortable here. Just soaking up the flamethrowers. I think when I saw this thing and I was like, is it worth just wiping out my team on a random Pokemon again? I should have just said no. I should have just said no, it isn't. I should have said don't do that. An ancient dark kaiju. Get out of here. Playing with your group later this week? That sounds awesome. Bear girl. Very happy we had non-worlds expanded set for a change. The universes beyond. I like the MTG lore. What's my favorite color? I like to decorate with purple for flair, so I guess that one. Usually when I have to pick one, that's where I go. Iron Hands sounds unadvisable. Would be rather painful. It would be, yeah. But what if you go to have your fortune read and it's bad news? It might be necessary. Are we going to revive? We're gonna revive K just for the fight. You might as well, to be honest. I remember Presto immediately getting knocked out. Like amber yellow, marigold yellow. I like a nice yellow. Especially as an accent. I've warmed up to yellow a lot. Yes, Terapagos, the types. Right, because sus is effective here. We do have to take the attack debuff though, unfortunately. For a lot of it. I've been meeting more people who really like yellow. Nice. It's good luck to listen to the same song 4 times in a row. Good fortune, so to speak. That's delightful. Preventing. No! Pardon? That's extremely unfortunate. I brought Kingdra here specifically to take out ground types. You're close. This is pretty much what happened last time. Right down to wasting our Mega Evolution on that. Owl plays the one that I always think play rough is. The higher the foe's attack, the more damage is caused. It keys off of the opponent's attack instead of yours. I like it. Aerodactyl. It's the guy. You know what? Go ahead and try Foul Play. This is a very high attacking creature. Maybe we'll survive one hit and do a lot of damage to it. We survived a hit. Step 1 of the plan is working. And we did a lot of damage to it. We'll do a little bit more. We've almost got it taken out. We don't have anyone else with priority moves, though. I was supposed to rename her too. I feel so bad. I still haven't done it. Maybe he'll make a typing mistake and we'll get a hit with Zorok. Okay, that was super effective anyway. Surely someone can tank it. What is this werewolf-like Pokemon? You talking about this one? This is a Zorok. It's like one of my favorites. It's based on hyena stuff. so they can disguise themselves as other Pokemon. I like it a lot. It tricks people into using moves that aren't very good against it if you use it correctly. Dora Bark. It's like a Kitsune Spirit or something. It could also be that. Especially in... You know what? That's probably true because... In, Arceus Legends, it's definitely that. Very handsome individual. Yeah. Very much so. My actual hope here is that in biting K, we can tank it! And we burned it! I was gonna say, in biting K, he's going to burn himself. It has the Kabuki Mask style eyeliner. I was tricked because the cry sounds like a laugh, which, you know, also makes sense. Or a Kitsune Spirit kind of thing. Both hyenas and foxes laugh. There's also like a lot of like trickster mythology about them. I don't know why it never occurred to me before. They've got the orb. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that. I just wanted to look at the picture again. Foxes always be like, ha! Oh yeah! Shine, 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 shine. Yeah. Dark's illusion working as intended, clearly. It's got the orb on its tail. That Kitsune sometimes have. Please survive a little bit. Thank you. Plug slipped out. It happens sometimes. It just takes a little practice. Hello, Tauros. If this was a normal too many types Tauros, it would be weak to my fire attacks. We do not have any more revives to cheat with. Why weak? Because food type is weak to fire type. And Tauros obviously is food type. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Just try it to take it. Nope. We're about to get swept by a Tauros. Please? No? We didn't even get to use Kingdra. CMS cute. Hello CMS, how are you doing? They do keep handing us very strong-looking Pokemon. Chrono Collapse? Powerful, but leaves the user immobile the next turn. Gotcha. You're fishing? You sure are. Fairy tale about fishing. There's not a lot that I already know of. The only one I know of is... Was it the rainbow fish? That when caught, asked the fisherman to spare it in exchange for a wish? I've heard that like one time on a folklore podcast, and I like their telling of it. To be honest, that's the only like fishing fairy tale I can think of. Like the wise octopus in that story. I don't think I could remember that story very well. I'd like a wise octopus too. You know what? I just cry a little and even out the levels on my team and try again. It scales to team levels, so I shouldn't feel bad for doing this. Like, it doesn't make the game easier to level up more because the game levels with you. Just literally catching up the ones who are a little bit behind. Oh, we actually want to lead with... You know what? We'll rename her properly. And put her in charge. Pokemon. Pokemon. Why is the overworld sprite for that so big? You have a crush on any Pokemon? No one in particular, no. I can honestly say. Is that tall Mojo Jojo? That's this, that's this, like, hair demon that I put in the front of team. The overworld sprite, very different from the other sprites, but I get what they are going for. Cassidy's nuts? Yeah. She's, like, really good. It's nuts how good she is. I finally remembered to rename her to her requested name. Okay, no fights. Also, we don't really have any medicine, so we're just going to have to, like, perform well, unfortunately. We couldn't get away. Well. Please. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Do we actually have any medicine? Or do I have to leave and come back because that happened? We have 3 hyper potions, and I'm about to use one just so I don't have to leave. Let me put... Because running away is based on speed. Let me swap these out. I wonder if it would be effective... No, because he can't take 2 Raging Bulls. I was about to say... I wonder if it'd be effective to lead with Presto. And use, like, the moon makeup, whatever. Running away is based on speed? Yes. It's your speed versus the opposing Pokemon speed. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's universal. Do you ship any Pokemon? Not really. Because, like, the PC system makes it way easier to just transmit them digitally, you know? If I were to ship them, like, in the mail, then they could get lost. Learn something new every day. Halfway through Poke Violet. I heard this on, like, a Nuzlocke several years ago. People, like, strategically trying to switch to a faster Pokemon to increase their Flea chance. Thought it was just your high enough level in your Pokemon. That might be part of it. Comedian, thank you. All right. Capacity lead. Who do we want Zoroark to look like? I'm not sure. Wonderful comedy show. Thank you. What jokes do I have? Oh, I don't make jokes. He's very funny. Jokes are too dangerous. I don't have, like, you know, packaged jokes to tell. I just say dumb puns and, people who are affected by those say. It leads to unexpected places. They always start as a joke. Whenever Alice says werewolves are hard, you just hear we all face a choice between deep and stroke. Shut up, Alibot. Only serious business here. These. It's not too bad. We only need to hit one more time. We'll survive to hit one more time. Unless we get a crit. Or unless they get a crit, rather. You're my joke. Yeah, what jokes? What other jokes do I have? Banana. She's my favorite joke. I'm going to remember what got us here, and it's... I believe having Cassidy's tank that and use... Play rough. We might have made a huge mistake, but... maybe we didn't. Maybe Kingdra's gonna survive, because maybe it's not gonna use Earthquake. Have I said maybe enough? Disconnected this to the pterodactyl shape. So it's about to power up. So it's not that it shaved, it's just that it hadn't grown its full beard yet. Wave crash. It moves first. It didn't take us out though. I'll take it. Is it going to use Crunch if I switch into K? It will survive a Crunch and burn it. HRT is magic, it sure is. That actually went better than we could have hoped. Except we didn't burn, I suppose. Okay, did we burn though? Please? No? Okay. Cassidy can take care of it. Happy. Oh, for Pterodactyl. For Aerodactyl. Know why you aren't allowed to run at campsites? I'm trying to see it. No, banana. Oh, because you're doing it past tense? It's ran? Past tense. I see. Gonna get ready to go get a Cassidy of your own and bring her back to us. Safe travels, Liza. Thank you for that. I can literally compare our speed stats. Is that cheating? Is it cheating to say that it's got a speed of 156 and we have a speed of...
Yosh.
72, so it's definitely gonna move first? Was that cheating to do that? It's weak to Psychic because it's normally immune to Psychic, but it's the reverse type. Thank you for the head pat size, by the way. Remember to blink and drink water. I'm always blinking and drinking. I can get one Sucker Punch out. Be helped. Reverse type strike again? Yeah, so that's a dark... What is this? This is a dark goblin, right? This is a dark reverse goblin type. So Psychic is super effective on it. Does that mean they might give us Shiny Rock? Wiggles my eyes when I giggle. Maybe. What are we fighting? Alakazam. I don't quite have anything fast enough. but you can survive. Reverse types, you're fighting in Nuzlocke Arena. Oh! Oh. No. This is a stupid ROM hack that adds a bunch of types. No, the shiny rock was super useful. The shiny rock was to evolve Aiza, who was a Mincino at the time. That was necessary. But yeah, that was a reverse battle, which is different. And I'm not sure how that works with type immunities, to be honest. I like Alakazam, nice design. It's pretty classy. No. The creature I have just has reverse as a type. It's an Uno reverse type creature. Hate the Finnegan design though. It was originally... So this is a Braixen. Is it? No. This is a Delphox. It was originally designed for 3D, and to be honest, it maybe looks a little bit better in 3D. However, a lot of people think the middle stage actually looks better than the final one. It does look nicer from the front, to be fair. I actually really like the 2D sprite from the front more than the 3D one. But the 3D one does look better from the back. Give it a will-o'-the-wisp. Not your cup of tea? That's fair. There's definitely ones I like a whole lot more. I think it's pretty cute that it has a wand, but the last two stages are cuter. Maybe now we can just sweep the rest of it with Meowscarada. Presto. Wait, why do I always send this in here? And this always happens. How many times must they teach me this lesson? But for some reason, encountering it later makes me go like, oh, well... Now the worst is behind us. The Aerodactyl is dealt with. Kingdra, get in the vents. Presto has similar vibes, but is more visually pleasing. No, I agree with that. What? Ventus Dig? Ventus Dig. It said it was burrowing underground. I kind of thought that was just flavor. If we move first, there's a chance. We do not. No. Pain, despair. Presto's like a cat magician. He's fake magic. This deals with Alakazam. This does not deal with, Nido King. And we should stop trying to do that. I kind of want to assemble the starter squad a little bit. We've got this guy here. Is anyone here just not really doing much? One guy, the Popplio. I like this thing a lot. I think this thing was my first starter when I got back into Pokemon in Gen 6, and the evolutions are great. Perform for your team, restoring Laugh, HP. Depending on how much, that might actually be really good. Actually, why does it already have incredible moves? Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. It's level 45. Sorry, I saw Popplio, which is a stage 1 Pokemon, and was just like, oh, it's going to be a lot to train up. Hay has been dealing with Aerodactyl. But what if Popplio can deal with it better? So if we just level this thing up a little bit. Literally twice. We'll get to see an evolution both times. Misty Terrain. That's for fairy moves, right? Covers the ground with mist for 5 turns. Block status. That is not for fairy moves. Block statuses. We do not need that right now. And Popplio is evolving. Is Brion. Oh shoot, I wanted to check its types. Now Brion's evolving. You're happy for her transition? How did you know? Brion evolved into a Primarina. Sparkling Aria sings with bubbles, cures burns on contact. That's interesting. It's a water silly song type. I swear in the previous one this was a gender type. Squirting Flower. Level 1 Squirt Gag that will surely soak the foe. Are these like Toontown descriptions? I've never played. I didn't notice until they talked about Laugh. Wedding Cake. Powerful level 7 throw gag, but requires recharge. It's a 150 power silly move. With 90 accuracy. Special attack is 134. Compared to Kingdra's attack, which is 120. It's not nearly as fast, though. It's also not quite the same level, to be honest. It might be the one. I do have enough time to try the fight again. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I thought we found... Huh. I thought we found a Mega Stone for it. We didn't, but as it happens, we do have Mega Stones for Iron Valiant, Roaring Moon, and Grimmsnarl. Rat girl and her rat stuff. Just doing my rat stuff. And my mouse stuff. None of these look important. Playing with her mouse? I am playing with a controller. We should have bought more medicine, like, immediately before we lost to the boss 3 times. Alright, let's just beat this guy before we switch off for today. By any means necessary style. But maybe Cassidy's is just going to become unstoppable once we power her up. What controller? Oh! Actually, I'm very happy with it. I just replaced my long-used DualSense controller, a PS5 controller. I replaced it with an 8BitDo Pro 3. I got the one that has the PS1 kind of gray color scheme. And the PS1 colored buttons, but in the wrong order. I'm pretending I don't notice it anymore. I'm really happy with it. It feels very similar to how I remember a PS1 controller feeling, which means it probably feels better. The D-pad is definitely better. It's very clicky. I've been playing 30XX off stream, just for me, which is a Mega Man-like roguelike game. And for retro-style platforming, I am very much enjoying the controller. And for everything else, it does it just as well as the DualSense, at least. I switched to this just before I beat Dark Souls 1. So confirmed, it can also do 3D games. Ooh. A Flutter Mane? Hmm. An ancient VGC fairy type. Okay, it's worth a quick ball. It might just work. There's always a chance. I am not going to stay here and drain all my resources fighting a random Pokemon again. As cool as it looks. How fast is Zoroark? Pretty fast? Okay. I'm going to actually start with Zoroark. I'm going to give it U-turn, which allows it to attack and swap out. Because we know that they're starting with Boros, which reduces my attack. I can swap out of Zoroark into Cassidy, who will look like we don't have a ghost type anymore. Who will look like Finnegan. Why not? No, I got that backwards. Cassidy's gonna look like Cassidy. That's fine. It's Zoroark that looks like other stuff. And then we make an Evolve and Go for there, and we don't have to try to do the whole thing with debuffed attack. Is this the final boss? No, it's the final for the, like the bad guys, I think. But there's a little bit more to the game after it. And we get to see what the Mega Evolution looks like. Now we just fight good guys. Yes, that's correct. Oh. Fairy Aura? Cassidy's is radiating a Fairy Aura? What does that mean? Let me see this thing. Incredible. Fairy Aura boosts fairy moves. We have one of those. So the formula for Pokemon is your character wants to be the Pokemon battle champion. And in order to do that, you gotta fight your way through 8 gyms, 4 final boss trainers, and then finally the other champion. But there's always like an actual villain who's tangling with you. But the gym leaders are like, you know, just in it for sport, I suppose. Mojo Jojo didn't skip leg day. We're not a fairy type anymore. We're a goblin type. I don't know how goblin feels about poison. I'll foul play on this, or do I want to swap? This is not a fairy anymore, right? No, it's silly. I'm just going to try foul play it. It's super effective! I wonder if Goblin is just anti-fairy, so it effectively is a fairy type. Please take this thing out. No! Why are you so fast? Why is Kingdra so surprisingly fast? We don't actually have a decent water move to use in this situation. Because toxic behavior kills, like, the silly vibes? I don't know. Maybe. We can, at the very least, take it out. We still have to get through Aerodactyl, though. Here it is. Yeah. I was so excited, but I didn't know how poison interacted with goblins. And I kinda had a guess, and I should have gone with my gut on it. Well, rip. That's all I can say. I can try to go back over stuff and actually have a decent shot for next time. Which isn't going to be tomorrow. I'm going to try to get back to playing more games in one time period. So more of this will be the day after tomorrow. I got something else planned for tomorrow.